Suka's opening fire as well behind the building. Very lucky to hit his own building. Oh, shoot! Hello everyone, this is Greyshot117 being accompanied by also Greyshot151, and today we're bringing you a COH2 replay in 4K. 151, who's on the allied team?
Oh, well, we got a good group of Greyshot Productions regulars. We got Infinite, we got Johnny, we got Milam, and we got Long Rod von Kujendong, or GTA.
On the German team, we got General, we got Age Shudden, we got Full Fosh, and we got a Chinese player who, let's double check their name. It's a Slowpoke. So the Chinese player is a Slowpoke. Alright. Overall, they have a pretty good set of play time. Same thing with the other team. And like he said, this is a group all that support the channel. So if you would like to support the channel anyway, from like subscribing to supporting my Patreon, becoming a member, Twitch sub, whatever you want to do, all the links are down below, including submitting a replay to the channel to highlight your amazing moments. So let's get to this game, shall we? Right now, the Americans and Soviets are pretty much the backbone, 2 and 2, while 2 Austria and 2 Wehrmacht. What map are we on? 151.
Lorch Assault.
And what is the why is this map specifically known to many?
Well, it's specifically because of the 5 stars. You can very easily tilt the game in your favor. Just be like, by controlling, let's say, the entire north, right? You have the 3 stars, and then if you can even contest 1 star in the south, like if you can get 4 stars, you can run out this game super quick. So depending on which side you focus on. Johnny is on the south, and he is fighting against a whole bunch of... Well, actually, no. They're actually running away from him, so he doesn't have to worry about too much. Yeah. But yeah, he is facing usually the 1v1 on the south, and then there's usually, as we see in the north, the 3v3 action going on.
Yeah, so actually the other thing is the Americans both picked artillery focuses with the infantry company and tactical support, both having either Calliope or Priest. So be curious to see how much artillery damage they can actually inflict. The Germans via full have picked Breakthrough, so Jagdtiger is definitely in the cards. Tiger and Command Panther via special operations and assault support specifically. So some good counters back and forth with Untouchable Recon or some nice good strikes and strafes.
True, but in the immediate game right now, if you take a look, it looks to be AIDS on the Axis team is really going for that support role at the moment. He's not really pushing as many as an MG in the south, pretty much putting a kibosh to Johnny's offensive, and he's putting down caches early on. So I think he is primarily going to be focusing on ensuring the Axis have the resources to go into a long war instead of a blitz kind of tactic that we usually see from the Axis.
Yeah, if we currently look at the north, I believe it's Milam? Yeah, it's Milam. Milam is putting down all sorts of tank traps for additional covering to block enemy vehicles from coming through. This is making it difficult for the bulk squads to find any good cover for their own advantage, and are slowly being picked off to kill and immediately retreating.
Yeah, the reinforcements from Ryan really ensured that battle turned in their favor. I mean, the two... You get 2 riflemen, you push forward, there ain't nothing going to stop them, especially with Volk on open field. Like,
yeah, the weird thing is Slowpoke couldn't come in because he has only sport equipment. We have double MG and a mortar. Yep. It's like, okay.
Yeah, if he risked 1 bad flank, he could really jeopardize his entire holding of the north. Like, again, it's when you're playing support, it's very critical. Oh, gosh.
Yeah, so right now we have multiple conscripts versus Sturms and Volks. Now, Castle is important because of the fact that it's a close-range vicinity, usually allowing for Sturms to win, but nice job on Infinite pulling back, finding the most amount of cover possible in this environment.
Oh, he did not mean to retreat that conscript. I already know it. And that accidental retreat, I think, is going to cost him.
Yeah, it will. Looks like they will be able to dominate for the most part.
Yeah, the tide has turned. Oh, there, he's trying to kill... Oh, actually, no, it could go either way.
I just imagine these conscripts winning just because they have the high ground. It's like, yes, shoot them. Point blank. Oh, conscripts retreat.
Tactical failure on Infinite's part for retreating that 1 unit.
Yep.
So, Full Faz has pulled out the victory. But I will say, he suffered a lot of manpower. Strategically, it might turn to the favor of the Allies, at least at the moment, just because he did lose a bunch of therm units.
Coming in with conscripts right now.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, Johnny's coming in like, I'm sorry about that, Infinite. Let me do what you couldn't do. And he immediately runs away.
Yep. So, yeah, that's good because that's going to slowly turn the VP war from unfortunately, negative allies to positive allies as they start ticking away at the Axis VP.
In the meantime, yeah, in the meantime, in the north, as we can see, the support equipment deployment has really turned the favor of the Axis. They have a pretty good holding up there.
Now, I'm trying to figure out why he would do that. I mean, like, he has a, like, he's getting some things like Panzer Grenadiers or Panzer Strikes and a 222, but, like, good luck. Milam is literally making it very difficult for an armored push in the north.
Yeah, it's going to take a lot to push through, and especially with everything they've assembled. The only thing I'd say is they just need like maybe a little extra AT. But I do like the fact they are putting down resources early. The Axis appear to be working together, and they're like, listen, we need to get those resources up fast. They already had 3 caches down. Look at the Allies. They've got nothing.
Yeah, but I will say though that right now, population-wise, I think they're doing a little bit better. Hold on, let me make sure.
Oh yeah, of course, because they have to use manpower to put down the caches. But the Axis are on the defensive right now. I think they know they can play for time. Yeah. They can, if they get the resources, they can hold out.
Yeah. No, the munition-wise and fuel-wise, they're definitely beating the Allies right now. But the question is, will the Allies be able to just bring out enough forces to easily beat them? That's the question. So Anyway, down in the south, Panzer Grenadiers and some Grenadiers are holding castle. It doesn't look like the conscript blob is coming back just yet, or if so, it's going for another vicinity.
No. Speaking of in the south, though, Johnny's doing his damnedest to hold back a massive charge of OKW. I mean, look at that. 5 units. We got 2 Sturms, 3 Volk, and he's retreating back to his... he lost the forward line. Now he's retreating to the second line. Through a Molotov, he weakened 1 unit a little bit, but I don't think he's going to be able to hold against all that unless... Oh, he does have the machine gun, so...
He does have a medical facility, so most likely General Lacera is going to be able to hold the southern sector just based on the fact he can heal. So, as long as the meg squads are just keep pumping out. Whereas Johnny, if he has to pull back a squad, he has to pull it back all the way to base.
True.
Infinite.
You know, meanwhile, if you look in the center, Ryan is giving his damnedest to give some pressure off the north, but he is getting blasted out of there with fire and, well, some heavy shots from this 222.
Yeah, he might kill the Volk squad, though. It is very low on health. Meanwhile, there's a giant conscript blob that was hanging for the castle, but immediately retreated once I think a bundle grenade was thrown. And yeah, it just...
Infinite, stop retreating. Just stop it.
Well, now Johnny's coming in, but he may not have enough men. The only reason I say that is he now has a bundle grenade back, and if he can chuck it without Johnny realizing it, he could lose a bunch of men, but we'll see. Also, by the way, in case anyone's wondering, Infinite chose that doctrine because not only will he get long-range anti-tank units such as guards, but he also gets PPSHs for his conscripts. And not a bad doctrine being guards rifle. Yeah,
with this in mind, though, if you take a look at the Allies, they don't have... Like, they don't have a lot of things, like, not covered. Or they basically have all their bases covered. They have artillery. Milam has got direct strike. I mean, the Americans have automatic recon. But even Ryan has, like, the P-47 recon run. So they have a pretty wide and diverse set of commanders. Focused on artillery, though. There's going to be a lot of shells coming down on the Axis. So not blitzing might actually go against the Axis now. Especially with the Allies picking long-term commanders.
Yeah, the other big thing I'm currently seeing is...
Oh, no!
And you see Milam just double layer the tank traps. Oh, God.
It's so... I thought that was Ryan for a second. I'm like, this looks like a Ryan thing to do.
Yeah. But anyway, Sturms and Volk are pouring into the castle, but Molotovs are being thrown to delay their advance, even for a few seconds, which is quite critical. Let's see, but there's only 2 conscripts. I can't imagine they can defeat all this infantry.
Oh, absolutely not. It's going to be an absolute... it's going to be an absolute slaughter once they get around.
Right, so we have guard troops moving in, conscripts pulling back, waiting for reinforcements from... oh, wait, there's a demo right there, I think. Is that a demo? Yes.
Yeah, there is a demo down the hill of the castle on the southern point.
All right, nice guard... Yeah, nice guard grenade actually killed a few miles of the Volk, which are pulling back. The other Volk squad's gonna die. Oh, God.
Oh, God. A whole bunch of conscripts with PPSHs. Yeah, this battle is gonna turn real quick.
Yeah. Oh, wait. No.
Oh, no.
Infiltration
Oh,
grenade
no.
being thrown immediately makes the conscripts retreat.
I stand corrected. Damn. Johnny with the flamethrower and base conscripts are just like, no. Okay, let me show you how it's done.
Yeah. Hey, that was a good solid infiltration grenade. It pulled back units, which would guarantee to win the battle. And they had a chance there, but unfortunately just too many conscripts.
Yeah, speaking of too many units, look at center. A lot of riflemen currently going on. Some Volk that tried to make a push, and, well, some Volk and a Sturm Pioneer, but did not turn out well. There's more tank traps everywhere. I mean, Milam is essentially making North a fortress. He does not want anyone coming up to his location. But if you notice, I'm going to call him I, but I currently has 1 unit. Check it out for recon. I like that. That's clever.
What? Where? What?
In the far, far north. Look, he has a Jaeger command squad just hiding out in the north.
Oh,
for
that's
recon.
Nice. Yeah. At least I think that's what he's doing with it, hopefully. But no, it's not a bad spot. He's at least knows where the AT gun is, so maybe he can call mortar support to neutralize it or something. But yeah, we still have lines upon lines of tank traps still going down, so it's not like the north is going to be easily rectified. But I will say this, Milam is putting the front line behind the munition point. So he's not trying to put, and again, I think that's reasonable any further, and he couldn't make this. But he's essentially giving away the munitions, which is so critical because now that puts GTA in a tough spot because he has to hold mid.
Yep.
He's doing that now fine, but... And also, nice job with the anti-air.
He's going on the offensive a lot. Like, he's pushing as hard as he can. My fear is, though, he doesn't have, like, the defense in depth to hold. He has an AT gun, and he's got his half-track, but not much else. The north and south, I think, are the Allies' strongest points. I'd even say the same thing with the Axis in regards to their defenses, but I think the Axis have a far stronger center than the Allies do. And the fact that, again, look at the Axis. The Axis have all their caches down already. Like, look at the income disparaged. The Axis are completely beating the Allies.
Yeah, at least 9 to 10 more. So they're getting, on average, what, 20 to 30% more resources. So that's big. Especially if they can keep upgrading their army and keep using that effectively. The Allies, though, I will say, are starting to build caches now with GTA doing it, or Longrod. We have a small push in mid by the church going into effect. Volk squads are pushing into the cemetery. Hopefully that stops such a disparaging number drop of VPs, because right now, the Allies have taken over in terms of top VP leader, and they're also pushing him down pretty hard. So yeah, double attack for the 2 VPs will hopefully counter that.
Yeah, fingers crossed. I mean, again, the Axis know they've got the munition and the fuel advantage. So right now they're trying to knock out the VP advantage the Allies have and put it back in their favor. And Johnny's taking a hell of a brunt. He is being overwhelmed by a metric ton of infantry, and he is doing his damnedest to fall back to a second line and hold, because, wow, that is a lot. Can he, though? That's the question. Can he hold this back?
Grenades being thrown. He might lose a Volk squad. Oh, he's going to lose some men, though.
Yeah, he lost a conscript. He's running away. He has been shunted. A 2v1. Oh, he did get the demo, though.
Oh, on the retreat? Nice.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, conscripts in the north... conscripts. Guards and conscripts in the north have actually managed to overtake Age Shunden's forces in castles, so he should be able to win that battle. So good job, Infinite.
Yeah, and sadly, though, in the north, the Axis have also fallen as well when it comes to pushing for the center star. It seems GTA and Milan were just too much, and they were able to take it back. So, unless the Volk push in center can knock back Ryan, which I don't think it can. I think those bars are going to be too much.
No, he'll win. The Germans will win unless... Yeah, there we go.
Ooh.
I was going to say, unless there's something that can be called in, which is this strafing run right now. But unfortunately, it's a very tight spot, which unfortunately for GTA was not where the Volk squad were.
Infinite's going to stand in front of the doors. He's going to chuck Grenade Man?
He might at this point. He does. Point
yes,
blank.
Clever.
He runs into it, but he doesn't take too much damage.
Didn't lose a single guy, and Ryan mows down the one. Oh my god, that was beautiful.
They're like, stay away from our front. They hold the castle pretty damn well, and German forces will give chase after the half-track now. Zisgun moving on in. Maybe can use an artillery barrage. Half-track dies, though. And the infantry will retreat back to the German base. Not a bad play by actually Who was it? Full Fosh.
Not
Managed
bad
to
at
inflict some
all.
casualties. The south has been retaking. Castle's being locked down by mines, so good placement there. At least a couple of them would delay a conscript charge.
Yeah, the Axis and Allies now are down to about it's right about even, I'd say, in regards to it is even. And now we have the first bit of armor on the field with a Panzer IV by the Wehrmacht player by AIDS.
Yeah.
So
Stuka comes on in. It hits the AT gun in the north, the M1, but luckily the fighting position catches the Jaeger squad up in the north because they weren't covered, so they got revealed, and bada bing, bada boom, it's being suppressed. So some positives there.
I like the clever use of the call-in, trying to get rid of the trying to knock out the AT gun stuff. But yeah, sadly, stealth was. Ooh.
Yeah, I just saw that too. It died.
Ooh, yeah, that poor stealth squad never stood a chance. Meanwhile, on the complete opposite side of the map, we got some activity. Johnny's trying to make a push back to take his star, but we have a counter push by the Germans. I have to say, I think Johnny is the advantage in this one because with the machine gun and all that infantry.
No, he's definitely in a better position right now. There's some MGs which weirdly faced, but still they're in the vicinity. The problem is if he the best thing he could do is upgrade those Soldaten, but he just doesn't have the ability. He just used recon. So yeah, don't expect the upgrade anytime soon.
Have we discussed the Axis commanders?
A little bit. But if you want to go, if you had something to say about them with their airstrike focus or something like that, go ahead.
No, I was actually just going to say, they have a good variety as well. From the Jagd Tiger from full to the Stuka air support and light artillery barrage. They also have the Panther command tank, artillery flares, as well as the Tiger tank and the frag bomb. They have heavy armor, direct call-ins, recon. They have the full shebang as well. So this is a long-term game, and both sides are pretty much covered when it comes to call-ins, artillery, that kind of stuff.
Yeah, well, anyway, down south, KV-1 is advancing, and it looks like due to the lack of AT, they may not be able to push that KV-1. Well, they may not be able to push the KV-1 back, but it looks like actually because the infantry is not pushed up yet because of the MGs, it is even with one AT gun, it's not enough shots to wear down the KV-1's armor. Meanwhile, the Panzer IV in mid got pushed back by the Jackson, so good job by Longrod there. And most of the infantry that came into support are being shredded by the Americans, but luckily, with some good hits from the support gun, they are forced back.
Yep. Rind only has the Jackson to support. He has no howitzer. He doesn't have anything to assist. So if his infantry gets beat, especially when the Axis have a support gun and assisting, they are going to be able to hold that territory and take it relatively easily.
And not just that, but they're also in a situation where they currently have this interesting forward base for like Longrod, and again, not a bad idea all things considered, but also when you consider the fact that the enemy does have a recon ability that is they can deploy anywhere without the allies countering, and they have predominantly because of the lockdown focus up north have gone artillery with the Stuka via full Foch, Slowpoke has gone to Panzerwerfer. The other two guys have built other things, but still it is concerning.
Yeah, if you take a look at the north, Milam guy even tested a little bit. His tank was crippled a little, and they did touch that point. So the Allies are kind of feeling the pressure right now. They had a very good early game, no doubt about that. But the Axis are those resources and that positioning is really starting to creep on them.
A little bit, but I would say the Allies still have way more men than the Axis. Even if it's a slight lead by like 10 population. Whoa, what's this? I completely forgot. Yeah, so Johnny has double Katyushas. I don't think either of them have a kill. They don't. So we got them rapid fire, and he's
playing to turn some Germans to paste.
Yeah, that's what I can only expect. All the buildings are close together, so artillery will do a substantial amount of damage if done in the right area, and that could be exactly what he wants.
Yeah, but they might get drawn off though. Center, they are giving a push, or the Axis, I mean, and they have decapped that point.
Yeah. Oh, nice strafing run. Murders some. Very lucky.
Yeah, got a few men. Ryan is on the retreat though. He has no machine gun to suppress. Well, he did build an emplacement, which is good, but he doesn't have any howitzers or anything to get that. While that support gun is just lighting him up. It's 2 stars already.
Very ballsy with all the infantry and AT there. No way it's gonna win. Wait, strafing support coming on into support.
Oh no, that is dead. Ooh. That is a Panzer IV down. First armor loss of the game. Well, I mean, there was the half-track, but I mean, like, actual armor.
Yep. German forces are coming on in, trying to help on out. AIDS Hunden is trying to advance and beat the Soviets. Volk squads are already on the retreat, though.
And you got a machine gun assisting in center. Oh, bad positioning, though. AT gun doing the howitzer shot. Perfect hit. Panzer Grenadiers are really making... Ooh, they suffered a lot of casualties, though.
Rifle grenade, bundle grenade, not doing as much as he probably liked. Although, actually, what the hell? Flank in the south? Almost Sudan and Volks came through the castle, I assume. Luckily, good Katusha does push them back, but doesn't
Johnny
get
is
any
not
major
having
kills or wipes.
Yeah, Johnny's having none of it. He's like, you know what? I was going to attack you directly, but you know, this will also work.
I have no idea if this retreat path was on purpose, but they ran through the castle. That's really good retreat. Because now the KV-1 can't chase them.
Yeah, KV-1 is a beast. Again, its gun is relatively weak. You probably only want to fight at like a Panzer IV at max with it, but you know, against infantry, there's not much, you know, unless you got a Pack 40 or a 10 is certainly not gonna, it's gonna take some time to pen that thing.
Yeah. Now, I will say, Slowpoke up in the north has pretty much been, he's been trying to beat back Milam, and Milam does have a large amount of reserves behind, but I will say the amount of infantry that currently Slowpoke has built up is pretty intimidating.
Yeah, it's quite a bit, but I think Milam is... I mean, Milam has been punched in the face a little bit with some artillery, but his defensive line is holding. They have not been able to crack it. Yeah, he's like, come at me. Let's see what you got. But you're not going to be able to pen this.
The Stuka as well just hasn't done as much for full flash. I was expecting it to really start pounding the allies, but it hasn't really fired all that much. It's only gotten 2 kills at the very least, so I'll be surprised. GTA calling... Oh, wait, sorry, not GTA. It's Infinite calling in the Stormvik attack runs, hopefully to keep the Volk squads and Storms at bay.
Ooh, that one Volk squad nearly shredded, but all the other infantry has been pinned. Ooh, the Kedden is gone.
Nice hit, so they suppressed them, and then GTA called in his strike to neutralize it. From what I recall, this is GTA's favorite doctrine. So it makes sense. He knows where exactly to use it to get optimal efficiency.
You know what I realized?
What?
The Axis have currently 3 artillery pieces. They have 2 Stukas.
Wait, what?
Yeah. The Axis general's got a Stuka. AIDS doesn't have anything, but he's getting a verbal wind. Full has a Stuka, and then I has a obviously a Panzerwerfer. So they are going anti-infantry galore.
No. Oh, that wasn't as bad. I was looking up north at Grenade, I'm like, oh, they're going to be wiped. And it's like, no.
Yeah, 3 squads. Health. It's like, you know, a little bit of health. Not too bad. It could have been far worse.
Yes. Pack gun and Panzer Grenadiers and standby to fire. Never mind, they're just trying to break the chain. Oh my god. The fact that there's a giant AT line, or like giant tank trap line, is not helping for the Axis, because now it's like, fire your... Oh, great explosive round. Fire a pack gun shot. Sir, it hit the tank trap.
Ooh, that one was good though. Yeah. The attack with that attack pushed back, I think the main contention right now is center. Ryan and Infinite are giving them some hell, but I think that's going to be the oh, it is the assault artillery. I think it's going to break the back of that assault pretty easily.
Note, I want to say Milam and GTA have both gone Calliopes, 2 of them for Long Broad, and then also Milam has gone a Priest. So it looks like the American artillery is in play. The Soviets have artillery with the ML-20 being developed. Johnny's gone 2 Katyusha, so the Allies are pretty good to counter any sort of unit.
Oh yeah, look at the South. I mean, you have Generalissimo, right? Like he has this massive amount of infantry, and he is just getting, like, he's just getting punched around. Like the artillery from the artillery is knocking him around. He's got to worry about 2 Katyushas. I would not envy to be this guy. I would not want to be this guy at all fighting Johnny.
Yeah. All right, so frag bomb looks like being called in. Where is it coming in on though? Oh shit! It hit the ML-20, and they called in also. They used recon. They used the frag bomb, and they also called in light artillery barrage to make sure he was murdered.
Again, they got a good spread. They can silence those artillery guns the moment they pop up. The problem is though the Calliopes. Once the Calliopes come up, which Ryan has got 2 of them so far, those suckers are mobile. You need to penetrate deep into enemy lines to stop them.
Yeah. No, it's going to be a lot more challenging, but I think the Allies have in the Axis, they both have equipment to deal with each other's artillery and mobile assault artillery. But anyway, so Germans pushing on in through the oh god, there's a demo in the castle by the front entrance. Someone's kicking themselves. They missed the Panzergrenadiers, walked through it.
Oh, double Calliope in center. They are softening up that Axis. Support equipment and infantry. Everything's just getting shredded. 2 Volk squads have taken some serious... Oh, they're running right into it. Oh my god. It was so much damage done, but everything barely lived. Not a single wipe.
Katyusha's firing long range now at the remaining infantry on the front. And, yeah, the remaining infantry is not going to last very long under this barrage.
Oh. Nope. Yeah, just the support equipment.
The
Panzerfusiliers, they live to see another day.
Very lucky on his part, because he easily could have died. Oh, God. Meanwhile, King Tiger's at... What the hell? There's a King Tiger in the south? Stuka's opening fire as well behind the building. Very lucky to hit his own building. Oh, shoot!
That was a beautiful Stuka. Like,
yeah,
you could not have aimed that better. Knocked out the ability to pin the troops that can pin your tank. You knock out the AT gun. You shred that AT gun right now to ensure the enemy doesn't get it.
Infinite's calling in air support. Stormvik strikes have suppressed the infantry. We have an IL-2, I think, coming in on our Kenwerfers. No, it's the GTA's airstrike for suppression.
God.
A lot of planes, lots of bullets, and so far, each of the strafing runs are working quite well. KV-8's now moving down south, but that King can pen it along with the Kenwerfers. It's gonna have to worry big time on this regard.
Still, I don't know why that King fell back when it did. It can easily... It should have focused on that AT gun, because now they have a good source of AT. Oh no, are they going to pin it? They've got the ability. Is Infinite going to do it?
It bounces. I don't think he has enough damage to kill the King. Wait, no, something's coming in. Artillery? Do we have artillery coming in on it? Yeah, there's some artillery from somewhere.
No, the main gun's even down.
Oh, it's from the north. That's where it's from. Okay, yeah, it's by the Allied fuel.
Johnny, right now the Allies are just like, focus that King. They do not want it to escape. And Johnny is doing everything in his power. And he's able to silence that gun.
Yeah, he penned it. MG was not able to suppress the infantry fast enough or really do much damage. Katyusha now doing an opening barrage on the MG, hoping to murder it. And not only does it do that, but the building's about to collapse.
Oh, 1000%. Yeah, there's not much left. The problem with Generalissimo is he should have knocked out that AT gun. That AT gun was so vital.
By the way, 151's referring to having the King Tiger neutralize it with its direct shots.
Yeah, exactly. Just shoot and knock out the support equipment. If you are ever playing this game and you notice an enemy support equipment that you can destroy, do it, because that knocks out their ability to have it immediately. Oh! Or, you call a frag bomb. That guy is angry about that AT gun. With the frag bomb knocking out all the buildings, the Stuka coming down.
Yeah, I see it. I see the remnants. I was looking up north. A P-47 strafe killed another supported weapon. So GTA really loves murdering a lot of that support equipment. Luckily, both General and Age Shundin both have the ability to call in some heavy armor. So that could really be beneficial if they want to just smash the Allies in a crucial point with a major armor push. Because it looks like the Axis have the capabilities for it. Yeah,
but are you looking at the manpower reserves, though? The Allies have a clear advantage, and especially when it comes to population cap right now. Milam and Ryan have over 1,000 manpower. Infinite's got 700. Johnny's a little bit on the weak side, but he's at pop cap. Meanwhile, Generalissimo is at 700, yes, but he only has 50 pop cap. AIDS is about 65, so decent, but the rest, it's at 70s, and they're only at like 200 roughly manpower.
I should note the ISU-152 was just recently deployed to the south as well. Wait, something just got called in on all the Soviet forces. I don't know what it is. It's taken forever.
It's assault artillery. Yep, it's assault artillery.
Oh, yeah, okay. That will keep them back at the very least.
Yeah, that'll temporarily stop Johnny's advance, but
yeah,
without a major detriment, without actually a major hit to his army, he's just gonna come back shortly. So Bought some time.
Infinite is successfully taking over the castle region. There's a free PanzerStrike there for him. They're trying to get around the MG, but looks like the conscripts are just using the good old tactic of coming from all sides and you can't shoot us all.
Yeah, it's called numbers. You can't. When they fall, they
nice
give the
mine,
next men the gun.
So it stops them from killing the MG. So good job placing it there. Oh wait, big push coming in. A large Vulcan Panzerfusilier group in mid by the church. Strafe run comes in, but misses it barely. Oh, nice Stuka hit not only the Jackson, but also the captain and rifle squad. So yeah, GTA taking some hits. Again, still has a huge amount of manpower he can use. The best shot they have is reconning his forward base and just hitting with a frag bomb or some type of major strike. Stuka would even do it just fine.
And in the meantime, Milam is probably shedding a single tear. The North is turned into a war zone. He's like, this defensive barrier was meant to make peace, not bring war.
Yeah, well, I think he's repairing them right now and putting additional defenses. So he's still trying to keep that barrier in check. But with the 222 and everything else, another reason why I think that the Axis aren't as, like, they're not too worried about it is they're using the area, as you can see, in the northern region for supplies via the trucks. So I'm assuming he's like, hey, you know, don't cause too much havoc. Allow the Allies to kind of hold that line because we're making bank off those supplies. For reference, AIDS Shundin has made 84 munitions per turn based on all the supply trucks he currently has. Panzerwerfer firing in the north as well. Not sure where he's hitting. Oh, he just killed the echelons. Oh my god, the tank traps have broken and the Axis are attacking.
Yeah, the Axis have broken through the line. The Milam wall is fallen.
We actually have air support coming on in. Close air support, which is hurting the armor.
Knocked out the armor.
Yeah, no, second run came in from behind and killed the Sherman. Excellent work there. Utility cars next up. The planes might do a strafe on target. They're right now circling for a target, but I don't think they'll return on it. Oh, plane crash though. Almost kills some of the German infantry. Luckily,
meanwhile, Ryan is being overwhelmed in center. He's being forced back out of that central VP. So while the north and the center point has been taken, in the south, Johnny and Infinite are given.
No.
Well,
do you see the armor coming at him right now?
I was like, you know what? They're giving him a little bit of hell with all the artillery. Look back down. 3 armored tanks charge.
Luckily, Infinite has a bunch of infantry in the castle that might come in to support, but that much armor is just busting through. Even though GTA called a P-47 strike earlier to kill some support, so we know he's not calling that in. So that limits the Allies in their strike capacity.
Oh no, Johnny, run! Run, Johnny!
Option. That's about it.
Is that King? Oh my god, the charge, the reinforcements have stopped the King's advance, saving the IS-152, it appears.
Stuka's firing, though. I think he's firing in the castle. He is.
Oh!
Well, there goes that engineer.
Yeah. Say that again. I don't know why the King is on Generalissimo, switch to infantry. You need to knock out all this this seems kind of like an oversight. There we go. I mean, you missed, but still, finally, good job. With all the Axis armor crippled, though, they are going to be unable to push. They'll have to fall back.
Tiger and Panther and King Tiger just brutally murdered most of the guard troops, so Infinite's down significantly in that department, down to 1 squad. And yeah, even though the infantry's holding, they're dying. The best part is all the armor currently has damaged engines. The problem is the IS-152 is also damaged, so they don't have something to crack any of those nuts.
Yeah, the nuts are large and still operational. They need to and after a short while, they're probably going to be back up with the engineers rushing to assist them. The artillery fire might slow them down a little bit, but
yeah.
Johnny needs to get his army back up and running and back to that front. All of his manpower is gone, by the way.
Yeah, General's also lost a good chunk of his men on the front. Doesn't have a ton. Yeah, Johnny is at PopCap, though. That's the one saving grace he has.
Yeah, he's actually gone back up. If you remember, I said Johnny was at PopCap. He's now at 100 manpower, and he's below PopCap, while Generalissimo has gone up 8 points. So he's done a little bit of improvement. So good job, General.
Strike has been called in and easily pushed back the Grenadiers and Panzer Grenadiers, killing a squad on that strafe. So good job there. So Soviet air support's going to hold supreme in the south. German forces, though, they do have a mechanized building that's undergoing the upgrade for repairs. So all this armor should hopefully be repaired soon. Oh shit! Plane crashes and unless I'm mistaken, kills a unit. And I'm gonna guess it kills a Stern Pioneer squad. So, IL-2 kamikaze right there.
He clicked on Generalissimo's army, like actually clicked on him. He's got 4 units.
Yeah, no, he's down. That's I thought I brought that up subtly, but yeah, he's down significantly. The Stern Pioneer squad got killed by a plane. Otherwise he had 5, but that's not much better.
Oh no. He needs to run back that king. He's gonna lose it very shortly.
Yeah, that's the problem right now. All the armor is crippled. He doesn't have anything to kill it. There is a conscript squad, maybe being a traitor, but trying to shove itself into the treads. King Tiger
that king is gonna make it. He's gonna use the building as cover and just keep running.
Yeah, artillery is currently hitting the region though. That could be big, very bad news for the Stuka and everything else trying to undergo repairs. Katyusha coming on in on the Sturm, but the Sturm does manage to kill this Su-85 with a great hit.
Yeah, nice hit there, bub.
Artillery still hitting the south, stopping repairs. Big push up north. A lot of infantry advancing. Milam trying to hold it. Great grenade, though, forces 4 squads back. But the Brumbar and more Panzer Grenadiers and Grenadiers are advancing.
Listen, aides, you gotta retreat your armor. You're way too long if you kept it in the south. You gotta retreat it, man.
I'm sorry, who are we referring to?
AIDS, the orange player. He's in the south currently with a broken king and a broken normal tiger and a broken panther against 2 very not broken tanks, the KV and the IC-152.
Yeah.
He needs to just follow them back and get them healed. Their team, on the other hand, are doing wonderful. They're pushing. Milam is getting pushed back in the north, slowly but surely. His one seemingly impervious defensive line has been shattered. And Ryan is forcing to go up north. Meanwhile, in the center, Infinite has, what meager forces he has is spread thin.
Yeah, those riflemen are brand new. We can see here that GTA has lost many of them. It looks like there may have been some type of strike because he just got a new ambulance as well and a major. So I'm assuming a strike came in and killed all of his men, like a frag bomb or something, which makes sense. I figured it would happen sooner rather than later. But luckily, Longrad had enough reinforcements and enough reserves to bring him back in. Down south, though, major battle. IC-152 slowly trying to weaken down that armor. All the armor is still undergoing repairs after all this time. Now, the Axis do have strikes, and we could see a major a close air support strike in the region that should push back the armor if it's called in. King Tiger pushing the IC-152, or no... IC-152 charging the King, but the Tiger 1 now coming on in to help, even though Katyusha's hitting it.
Oh my god, this is poor management at its finest. Oh, the Katyusha gets the kill!
Nice. Again, a huge push going on right now. Plane crashing into the water, though, with the P-47. Big armor push going on in. Allies trying to do what they can against the Axis. Okay, that was a hell of a turn. What are those plane? I've never seen those plane moves before. What is going on?
Times, my friend. Bad times are going on.
Yep. But the IL-2s were shot down immediately, but luckily Soviets bringing in more armor. Panzer Grenadiers on standby. That might help, but there's double KV-1, so maybe not. This King is still trying to push. No, pull back. Don't you have any air support or any additional strikes? General can call in recon. And yeah, Age Shunding can call in frag bomb or something to stop them or delay them. But meanwhile, we got full Foch in mid, trying to grab what territory he can. Because right now the Axis are down via VPs, significantly to the Allies.
Yeah, but with the capture in the north and the capture in center, the collapse in the south is kind of being... I don't want to say forgotten about, but it can be hidden for a little while, right? You don't have to worry.
This King is charging an SU and IC-152. King, you're bouncing the shots. Luckily, get out of there. Get some health. My God.
Yeah, this
bounced
is...
3 times, otherwise it would have died. Pull back, please.
Can you lend me a wrench is the song being sung in the South right now. As all the damaged German vehicles retreat with broken engines and broken guns.
Yeah.
Like, it's just...
Oh boy, it's just one of the things where it's like, okay, I don't think that push worked. So all the armor is now pulled back. Artillery's hitting the Stuka, making it retreat. So yeah, Infinite and Johnny have won the South. I would say that. But the problem is, GTA and Milam are slowly losing the North. Or at least it looked like that. It's a lot slower, though, in terms of, you know, the slow losing fight than the South, which is pretty much now won.
Yeah, pushing center. Ryan is trying to retake center, and he's giving him hell. The HE shells from his Sherman and the air support trying to move those MGs back so his infantry can push up, but...
Breakthrough's about to come in on a lot of Milam's forces. That's going to force him back. Yep.
Oh my god. All of the houses destroyed. It's just that much evident of, like, Milam never wanted this. This is not what he intended.
Conscript squad, a nice retreat. It's there are only a few losses. But yeah, so up north, yeah, Milam is trying to regroup. Tree goes flying. Jackson still on standby with lots of AT and artillery. But yeah, it looks like just barely, I might add, but Slowpoke has broken the north. Not fully. There's still plenty of mines and defenses, so at least they have a defense in depth going in.
So, if we were to look at analysis right now, is there anything you'd say that, like, needs to happen? I think that right now in the South,
South, you had all this armor, and the guy that literally is fighting with him could pin them, and then also the other guy had, at the time, close air support. So it's like, hey, Slowpoke, we have so much armor, we need to win this. Can we call in close air support? That might have been able to turn the tide, but no, that did not happen. It's a little bit of teamwork, because you saw a lot of allies calling their airstrikes to help each other. It's one of those situations where I think it's just more coordination with each of the different factions rather than the 2 tag teaming going on. Things that Germans are doing.
On a strategic overview, yeah, it's the Axis had good synergy at the start. Like, I think they had a good teamwork in the beginning. But right now, like, the North guys, I think, are doing good. I think the North guys are doing just fine when it comes to their synergy. Ooh, that's a loss of the Stuka.
Yeah,
but
artillery's currently coming down mid. Luckily, the infantry do dodge it, but I'm questioning what they're going to do. Up second Calliope, and everything else is now firing on them, and it's murdering them entirely. Oh god, 2 squads dead. Well, there goes full Fosh's for. Wait, hold on.
God,
big armor push going on.
Where did this come from?
Luckily, Infinite's forces are there. Frag bomb comes in, kills all Longrod's men. One.
Oh no!
Down.
4 Panthers are currently aiming at that KV.
Yep. No, it's doing a lot of work right now.
They're deep diving. They're going after whatever they can find.
Close air support now being called in. This is what they are. This is a good move. Germans doing breakthrough, annihilating a lot of the Allied armor. The question is, can the Panthers get out before they die? Nope, one's dead.
Annihilating the Allied armor? No, the Panthers have overpushed, and they have been annihilated.
Yeah. The Tiger, luckily, is there providing support. Unfortunately, it just missed. Wait, T-34 going in for a ram? Maybe? Oh, shit, AT gun setting up. Immediately dies from artillery. Good job from the ML-20. Just somewhat.
Nice Yag hit. Yeah, I think Aiden's just overextended. Like, I think he pushed too far and the Yag couldn't cover him.
Yeah. Well, GTA lost all of his men, so don't expect the armor to come back quickly.
Really? Uh-oh.
IS-152's running. He's like, yeah, I'm not dealing with this. But yeah, the Axis broke mid. I'll say that. GTA's not in a great state to come back with a huge armor force to counter. Katusha's coming in, though, luckily, to try to keep the Axis infantry from capping stuff.
Can we also point out that the South is now in the German control, too?
What?
The Germans launched a 2-pronged assault in the center and south, and Johnny actually had to pull his tanks out, but... Oh, this is not a wise move.
Yeah. Yeah, Rakanwerfers, unfortunately, did not come in. Zuka Bomb, by the way, got shot down before it's able to hit target.
Double Rakens!
Finally in position.
Su-85 is down. IS-152 is running as it switches to HE.
Yep. Castle's being secured by all of Johnny's forces and probably coming in for a flank. That's his best shot right now.
Meanwhile, the entire northern sector is just under constant hell. More Panthers arrive in center. Assault artillery being dropped in the north. Armor moving to the north as well. Can Milam hold against all of this? I don't think he's got any mines or anything to stop against the deep thrust.
Is there another one? Oh, I see it. Yeah, the Panther and Ostwind. Luckily, he has way more defenses up there. He has mines and all sorts of stuff. So, yes, he can hold. The bigger question is, can GTA provide assistance to his ally? Because he has one Jackson right now versing a Tiger. But the Yag Tiger's also there, so don't expect that to last long in that fight. Luckily,
I think
the Jackson up north kills an Ostwind, and that provides a little bit of support. Cervic strikes going in the north. Looks like a close air support in the south, maybe? No, it was a strafing run. And by the way, the King Tiger did die, most likely due to the infantry that came in from behind it, shooting in the rear. So good job there.
Jesus, I think AIDS is just focusing on armor. I think he's the guy that's supposed to swing with a massive amount of armor north or south, but he's running low on manpower at the moment, and his armor is dying quicker than he can replenish it. No,
he quickly got a lot of Panthers out, but alas, they've done a lot of damage, but the Allies have a ton of reserves left. Johnny and Infinite are a pop cap. Even GTA, who doesn't have a lot of fuel, has a lot of manpower, and Milam is good in both regards. So the Axis have done a lot of critical hits. They just can't take the losses they're currently sustaining. If they would have done the hits and gone out, great, but unfortunately they didn't, and now they just keep dying. Because they didn't take out any of the artillery, like the Katyushas, or the ML-20s, or the Calliopes, which I think GTA actually managed to get those out.
Yeah, and you look at the, I think it's most evident when you really look at the manpower reserves. Milam and Ryan, like, they're not a pop cap, but they got they have over 1,000 manpower apiece. So, like, they've taken some hits, but the Germans do not have the manpower to reflect that at all. They are running on fumes at the moment.
Absolutely. The one positive thing is they have turned the tide in terms of VP, so they're still putting pressure on the Allies in that regard. But the Allies are taking a lot of territory right now because, again, the Axis have nothing left in their tank. There's still the Yag Tiger in mid, but we'll see how long that lasts under artillery and everything else.
My biggest problem with this, though, is, yeah, the Axis are really making the Allies bleed VP-wise, right? But the Allies are making the Axis bleed manpower-wise. Without manpower, you're not going to be holding those VPs for too much longer.
Yeah.
Couple that with the armor and the manpower problems that the issues with that come with it. Like, for instance, AIDS has now 1 Tiger and Panther left, and he's got 2 engineers.
General's charging again in the south, but once again, not learning from mistakes. Oh my god! Luckily he doesn't. Yeah, detonated his own mine. He does get hit by an AT grenade and will die. But the whole problem that he kept sustaining his infantry support. Like, his Tiger got flanked. Now his Panther's gonna die. It's like, dude, you're not losing because you're not, like, bringing in enough armor. You're losing because you don't have enough infantry to support your armor.
Yeah.
So yeah, Johnny pretty much will win the southern battle. So we'll see if Infinite, now moving up north, will have an impact. Panzerwerfer looks like it's going to annihilate some of the echelon squads, and it does on the VP. So at least that's gotten some good hits.
Yeah, and actually, back in the very north, Milam, I think, is breathing a sigh of relief. It feels like the endless onslaught that has been dropped upon him. Which, by the way, he hasn't actually lost that many units or men. Actually, in retrospect. He's actually been able to push up with Ryan now. Infinite's pushing in center, and Johnny's just single.
All the Stukas have died, by the way. I'm assuming from air strikes or
direct strikes. Yeah, there's been a few of them on it.
Yeah, P-47 strikes from GTA Longrod's doctrine easily allow for those lighter armored vehicles to be taken out even by machine guns. All right, Cervic strike coming into mid, trying to push back the Axis, hopefully allowing for a quick allied thrust, maybe, because I see Infinite's waiting for something. Again, they have to worry about a Panzer IV, 6, and a Tiger 2 as well, so we'll see how effective they can be.
Yeah, oh gosh, it's...
Close air support's coming on in, though. I think it's in the north? Yeah, it's in the north along with the assault artillery. But yeah,
I mean,
right.
oh, jeez. The Axis are calling down everything in their reserves. Like, they have barely any munitions, barely anything up. But they are calling all the air support they can to hold on to these VPs because they know the moment they give them up, it's going to flip.
Absolutely. Airstrike coming on in. Does a little bit to Jackson before immediately careening into the cliff side behind it. Yeah, so great job there. Panther going in for another dive. Jesus Christ,
Too much armor, though.
Look how much armor! Like, dude, I don't know what that dive's supposed to do unless... Oh, right, hold on. Yag Tiger and all the other stuff have hit the KV-1 and stuff from behind.
Oh, my God. Is this going to be a counterattack? Are they going to swing? The Allies need to push with their tank forces now. They have the advantage.
Looks like they might be able to win this.
Oh, they're going. They know it. They know they have the advantage now.
T-34's died. The other one rammed, but the other one blocked it while careening. Here comes
Panther's taking the hit. Ram on the Yag, doing massive damage. Ryan is not on.
He's not prioritizing vehicles for some reason. He just did now. Panzer IV trying to come in, but Pathfinding's delaying him.
He's trying to avoid the Rakens, I guess. Ryan, where are you going?
There you go.
Ryan, you're drunk. Go home.
Yep. No, before you go home, though, kill the Yag Tiger, then go home. Katus is now getting a great shot on target.
Ooh, and it's dead.
Yep.
Can they get a Panzer IV on the way out, though?
Well, can they get Jackson on the way out? The Panzer IV and Panzer Grenadiers.
Oh.
Yeah, they do.
They got a Jackson. Oh, no. Oh, that backwards thing.
The smoke might keep them from shooting it. Hold on.
No, oh, out of control. Massive Axis battle. Or, I mean, massive tank battle. And I gotta say, based on the reserves, I think that was a tactical Axis victory, strategic Allies overwhelming victory. Because there's no way.
They won the battle, but they can't make up the losses they lost.
Exactly.
Well, Age Shundin can. Maybe not the rest.
No, not a chance. It was just too much in regards to the losses.
No, definitely. Right now in the north, I mean, I'll give this. Slowpoke's still holding strong, and it still has a decent-sized army. I know we haven't really talked about him, but it's been pretty much trench warfare here, with literally the line being that tank trap line that Milam built earlier. Slowpoke has slowly pushed Milam a little bit, but Milam still has a very veteran elite force holding the northern sector pretty effectively. Even after all the Astar artillery and airstrikes, he's holding on pretty firm. But that being said, Milam is also not being able to push Slowpoke out of his region.
I think Milam's goal is just to bleed the red guy out, and I think he's kind of doing that. I don't think he's doing it as effectively as he should be.
Yeah.
But I think I think that's his plan, and I think that's why he had built the defensive line, is just to wear down whoever he faced.
Yeah. And it's working so far.
In quotations, I'd say. Like, quotations, I'd say it's working.
More Soviet airstrikes coming in with the Sturmvik runs. Currently causing havoc for the infantry. Hopefully allowing for the Allies to quickly hold mid, grab the VPs, and put an end to this game. Well, last-ditch effort by Slowpoke as he advances with his Vet 3 Brumbar. Does die, unfortunately.
He's making the advance, though. He's pushing back. Oh, God.
Here come the Calliopes. As they literally just wreck.
Ryan was like, here, let me put them out of their misery for you.
Yep, all the infantry are in retreat. There's one Jaeger command squad there, but immediately gets blown to smithereens by the priest.
Where's that Panzerwerfer going? Oh, is that gonna... Oh my god! IL-2 strike knocking out the Panzerwerfer and 2 support equipment. Beautiful! And with that, I think that's game.
Yep. Slowpoke lost a lot of his men that last ditch charge, but he did because it was the only thing he thought he could do, and it didn't pay off. Alright, thank you to Milam for submitting this replay. Very kind of you, good sir, and being an awesome RNG god supporter. Now, on my Patreon. By the way, damage-wise, good job, Johnny. Top damage. Top kills goes to Infinite. Double check, although extremely close. They're all within 20 kills of each other, so amazing job there. Age Shundin, top damage on the Axis side, and the General got top kills. 151, what's your thoughts on this game?
My thoughts are that I liked the early
I just bugs played.
Axis
Wonderful.
plays.
All right, but that's going to be it, guys. Thanks for watching. It's been Greyshot17 and 151, and we'll see all of you next time. Hello, everyone. Before I go, I want to give a special shout out to my patrons, Joey G240, Little Koosh, Milam, Ace, Anton, Bishara, Ion, PyroShark, Jakub, Ocwieja. Thank you guys so very much for your amazing support. You guys are incredible. Thank you to everyone who watches. It's been Greyshot17 and his incredible patrons, and I'll see all of you next time.